hear kind of a feedback. Okay. Roll call, please.
Diaz.
Here.
Gilbert.
Here.
Crowner.
Here.
Lees. Here. Newberry. Here.
I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Motion and support. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I also would entertain a motion for approving our consent agenda.
Motion to approve is presented.
Support.
Motion and support. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. And I suspect we have no report from our administrator, so I would move to Public Works.
We had a water main break on Christmas on Ruthella, but it's been fixed and repaired. We had 4 guys going around cleaning all of our storm intakes the past week, and they just finished that up, I think, Monday. We started hauling salt. Now that we had snow, we have room to store what we purchased, so started hauling that at the beginning of the week, and then we fixed the force main coming from the landfill that had a break yesterday, so that's all I got.
Okay.
Isn't that force main fairly new from the landfill?
Yeah, it was just a clamp came undone,
Okay.
and we just we dug it up and did a little different setup, so, but it's fixed now.
And then at the I read in your notes that the manhole, you got through you used the VisiView?
Yeah, that's for the sewer lining. That's supposed to get done this year. They're having trouble getting their equipment in the manhole they need to get in to line it.
Which manhole is that?
Well, actually both. There's one on Houston, and then there's one on the block south of Houston. And one, the pipe's broke, so they can't get in. And on the other side, it's offset, so they can't get their equipment in there. We're going back and forth, trying different things to get them to figure out a solution, but we haven't found one yet, so it's kind of been a long process. We got in it on the one side, and we started chipping out inside the manhole, it was enough room for our equipment, but it wasn't enough room for theirs, because theirs is a lot bigger than ours, so we haven't figured out what we're gonna do yet.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Jesse?
I'll have a little bit more of a breakdown, but police department, we ended up with 4,248 calls for service last year. And then last year for the fire department, we ended up with 743 calls of service, and that was down about 49 calls from the previous year, which majority of them, 573 of the 743 calls were EMS related calls. So, pretty busy year.
Jesse, your first number was police?
Police was 4,248 calls for service, and I'll get Sergeant Nelson to break that down a little bit more for different calls, but probably 4,247 of those calls were to Walmart for theft calls.
Okay. Anything from you, Kelly? Okay. Finance? Well, Brad, I believe you have some IT information you're going to share.
I don't think he's, oh, there he is.
Yeah. We're kind of getting into budget season. He gave me some information that I thought maybe it'd be best everybody to hear, so. Especially since we have a time constraint on this.
Yeah, so we talked about last time, I don't know if you guys remember talking about the VMware renewal that was $20,000, and next council meeting, hopefully I'll have on there for the approval for our Microsoft Windows data center that we need to be able to accomplish that. We have it in the budget. I'm just kind of doing it for a refresher for the new council members. essentially what had happened is we gotten a quote back from VMware. We went from $8,000 to $20,000. And so what I'm trying to do is flip over to Microsoft Hyper-V, which comes with Windows Data Center that we had in the budget to renew anyway and to purchase. And so we're kind of running behind schedule on that. But I think I figured out what I can do, because it's got to be on the next council agenda, and the place we had were dragging their feet, because I requested back in November for quotes, and they're just now getting them to me. Today I had that they'd messed up the quote, so hopefully it'll be back this week and I can get it on the next agenda they bring to you guys. I would like to know that you guys are probably going to approve this, because what I'd like to do to get it up and going is, because I need to get it up and going quick, is I can put the trial on there now for server 2025, as long as I have a good feeling that you guys will approve that at the next agenda, as long as it's within budget parameters. I just would like a little guidance on that.
Remind me what the figure was on the new system.
We had 40,000 in, but and it's coming out of capital equipment for the Windows Server Data Center.
How much was the data center? 13? Why don't I have that number in mind?
It was budgeted at 14,000, but it's going to be quite a bit less than that, because we had dropped 2 servers, so we're not licensing all those cores on those servers.
Okay.
And so I would assume that it would come in around 26, but we did have it budgeted at 40 with the capital equipment, because that was before we eliminated the 2 other servers.
You had a budget at 48.
At 48 is what I came in, yeah, and I would assume it'd come in probably about 26 to 30. But that was budgeted anyway. We're going to have to do it anyway, because 2016 is coming end of life here within the next year.
I have no reason not to. You're saving us money and getting the things done we need.
And then that way I can at least start the trial, because I can get a 120-day trial on it and start bringing it over. And then once I get the licensing, load the licensing. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Brad.
Okay, we'll go to council reports, and I'll start with Mr. Crowner.
Oh, I've got 2 things. Number 1, business of the year nominations are open. You can go easiest right now is through our Facebook page. Otherwise, you can go to business.wb.city. You'll find all the information there, along with the form to nominate. And that nominations are open through the end of the month, and then in February, the committee will vote on who the winner is, and then in March 19th, the winner will be announced. We'll have a little ceremony at their business and give them an award plaque and a sticker and have a little celebration. So if you would, take just a minute and nominate your favorite West Burlington business, and very easy to do, and I think Brad will have it on the front of the website here shortly too, so it'll be an easy link. And then my second thing is that about now is when I booked the band for 4th of July, so I just wanted a head nod on if we're going to do the event this year.
I get a nod yes there, and yes. Yeah, sounds like we're in favor of that. So.
Okay, I'll start, and we'll probably bring you some firework figures here pretty quickly. That's it, thank you.
Thank you. Treese?
I just want to express our condolences to the Doran Camper family. He ran our pool, he was our pool manager for many years and did a great job and kept the knuckle down on everything. And then for Niall Hayes, he married Amy Marston out of West Burlington. So I just want to recognize those people and express our condolences to them.
Nothing for me tonight. Excited to be back.
Just want to let Teresa let her know that I'm still working on the things from reference to the pets. I did talk to a lady named Ann Campbell, who's directly in charge of what's called pet data, one of the largest ones in our country. They take care of Muscatine and Cedar Rapids, and she was very polite to me in referencing, like, we're too small of a community for what they have. Would not be cost effective, so she referred to me to somebody else who was like under their umbrella, and that company is in charge of an Ankeny. And so I'm waiting a call back from one of the directors up there. She said they do presentations and gives a lot of good information, and they assist the city on guiding and actually provide guidelines on how to set up regulations and stuff for your city, if you like. So waiting for that phone call. I should have in the next few days. And
I
so
just wonder if Burlington would be interested in joining us, and then,
they might. I can approach them once we figure out what we want, or if we have our work study and stuff
if we're
like that.
trying to mirror ordinances and everything else, it would be probably best if we had Burlington come with us.
I had a brief discussion with Chad Bird and John Billups, and they've moved to all chipping now instead of tags. So I don't know if we want to look into that at all, but they've moved all that direction. And I think they do like a discounted day of the year where you can go get the chips done. And
Well, the chips identify the dogs, but they don't have anything for current rabies that I'm aware of.
okay, I got the impression it did, but I could be wrong.
That was one of the things that Ann did discuss with me, because I was telling about some of the things that were concerns, about yearly fees, one-time fees, and rabies, concern about having the rabies, and she was giving me the pros and cons. We can, discuss that in our work session, and I'll be more information that's factual than just giving it to you right now, I think. So,
But then, the chip would be associated with the vet, and they could probably check with the vet to see what they're current or not on it.
Yeah, I had just a minute with them and mentioned it, and they said it's been night and day difference that, on the tracking side of things, but I didn't ask specifically about an updated rabies shot on that.
But if it's
You can
all
ask.
digitized, you just add those things in almost instantly, so.
I don't know if they get updated. I don't know.
I
Probably
don't
not.
either.
Probably have to call the vet.
Okay. That's it? Okay. Tony?
Nothing too pressing, I just want to share a short story. My daughter had an unfortunate loss of a car tire on Monday night in front of the mall on the way home. And so I went out to pick her up, called the tow truck, and Officer Page stopped and sat with us till the tow truck got there. Beckman's was very prompt in getting there, did a great job. Somebody from the firehouse came and spread oil dry up. Beckman stowed us over to Cody, and we're home within 2 hours. Just a great experience, and we've got some great people here in West Burlington. I'm glad to be part of it.
I did have one thing. I'm glad you remind me of something. I've had several people comment, Chief, on our website that never paid attention to the website before. And now they pay attention to the website because they're constantly looking to see what's going on. And they said at the same time when they never paid attention to before, now they're seeing the feedback when we're requesting information about trying to find certain people of interest. And so some people I know out in the public wonder, like, why do you have that on there? But obviously, it's the reason why is because you're having more people pay attention. And then when you have something important to display that the chief has, when they're trying to find something, we have an extension that, I don't know what, Brett can get probably the stats on how many people watching, but thank you, if you can tell.
Yep.
I know who's in charge of it, it's great, very grateful for it.
Well, I noticed in one of the comments on Facebook that whoever creates that page should get a raise, and I thought I'd just pass that on to Jesse.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Well, I have a couple things. I do want to thank the public for putting their trust in this council for the upcoming couple of years that we voted in. I also hope that they'll do our housing survey. As I understand, Brad will have a link on our front page so that you can go do this housing survey. I think the last I saw, there was like 116, 118 people that had taken the survey so far, but that's not a very large number, considering as many people as could take it. I'd also like to welcome our new returning council members. Thank you. And I'd like to thank the city staff, especially for the things that they've been doing through the interim period here where we're transitioning from one council to the next. And I hope that the council liked having the scout troop come in and do the flag ceremony. I think they would like to try another one. So Seems like a good exercise for them, so. With that, we will see if we have any community people in for comments. I don't see any, so we'll go directly to new business. Our first item is considering a resolution adding Josh Pogmiller to the fire department.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion and support. Roll call, please.
Crowner,
Aye.
Lees,
Aye.
Newberry,
Aye.
Diaz,
Aye.
Covert.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to number 2, which is the second reading of an ordinance amending Chapter 79 of the City Code to establish a no parking zone at the end of Spring Street.
Make a motion, Your Honor, if we can discuss that I was talking about earlier after I talked to the neighbors.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and make an motion make an amendment to this?
Yes,
Do
please.
that first, please, then.
I'd like to make a motion with an amendment to have no parking starting from November 1st to March 31st, which would be during the winter months. And the reason why is because, based on our Park Councilman John Johnson, when we made to go there, I did talk to the local residents there, and everybody sympathizes for the plow crews. And Brenda Laffoon, which the no parking area would be right in front of her house, she does have family members that do park there. And there is a limit of parking down at the very end. I mean, there's very small parking area. And they were asking if it could just be no parking during the winter months. And they couldn't think of anything. And I've talked to Chase about it, and he doesn't think it would be a problem at all. And so that's the reason why I requested this.
Do I have a second to this?
I'll second it.
Okay. With that discussion,
Do a roll call.
roll call.
Can we discuss a little more?
Certainly can discuss, yes.
I guess, Chase, how will this be, what will the signage be like for that?
We'd have to make something. You can pretty much make whatever you want.
Couldn't you just have no parking and just bag it after March 31st? You just put a bag over the sign.
Print the dates right on there.
Yeah, we can print whatever we want we get all of our signs from prison industries, and they can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Word it however you want, so.
And the only issue you've had, which brought this thing up originally, was
Snow.
the snow plows.
That's the only issue, that's the only thing that brought it up, so.
Okay. And this would not be covered by us just declaring an emergency, and this is the times when we get a little bit of snow and,
Whenever someone has to turn around down there when it's snowing, so.
yeah.
Other discussion? If not, then roll call, please.
Lees,
Aye.
Newberry,
Aye.
Diaz,
Aye.
Covert,
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have that amendment now. I would entertain a motion to consider the second reading of the city code
As amended.
as amended.
So moved.
Second?
Motion second. Roll call, please.
Newberry,
Aye.
Diaz,
Aye.
Covert,
Aye.
Crowner,
Aye.
Lees,
Aye.
Okay. Number 3, we would consider a resolution waiving the final reading of the ordinance establishing a no parking zone at the end of the street as amended.
Motion?
Support.
Motion and support. Roll call, please.
Diaz,
Aye.
Covert,
Aye.
Crowner,
Aye.
Lees,
Aye.
Newberry,
Aye.
Motion carries. We need to consider some appointments to various boards and committees. As I remember, we need to do one to,
I think I had a memo in there, to reappoint, Mary Storch to the,
another 5-year term.
for the Planning and Zoning Commission.
But then on the Chamber of Commerce Convention and Visitors Bureau, we need to appoint someone. We don't have anyone at the,
Right, I wasn't, those were just ones that needed to be done
okay.
to fill the vacancies.
Do we have a council member who'd be willing to sit on the
I can do that if I get somebody to call me, get up in the morning.
I was gonna say that meeting is at
Is it
8
an early
a.m.
one?
7:30.
7:30 a.m.
Oh. I'll be there in my jammies.
All right, well, thank you, Therese.
Is that like every 2 months or something like that?
Every other month, yep.
Okay,
Yep.
You can do like my son does, I guess. Just stay up all night and then go to the meeting and then go to bed. So
How often is the Solid Waste Commission meetings?
once a month, I believe. I believe that's correct.
You know when they meet?
I think they are just I think they meet once a month, but this is just an alternate.
Alternate, so
when
just in
Greg-
case Greg can't
Greg's on
go.
it as the representative, so it's when he's not available.
Is it like during the business day, though? Okay.
Yeah, usually it's late in the day. I'm thinking they're like the 4 o'clock ones. He seems to like leave at the end of the day if he needs to go to one.
I haven't done that one yet, so if you want to put me in that one, I'll do it.
And then we need someone for the Resource Enhancement and Protection Committee.
How often do they meet?
I'm not
Daily.
sure.
I think it's more like quarterly.
I can volunteer on that one.
Thank
I
you.
was gonna talk to Melanie just because she had gone to some of the meetings to get more information, but she was in today too, and I forgot to talk to her.
Well, then, do we need a motion to approve all these people?
Yeah, let's just do a quick motion.
All right. Do I have a motion from someone?
Make a motion?
You? And a second?
Support.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, those are approved.
We will have an opening on P and Z if you know of anybody that would be interested to fill Kathy's spot on there.
Planning and zoning.
Potentially Mike Davis, I think, will be leaving too. So 2 openings.
Two openings, okay. Got everything here.
The last one is to the Regional Planning Board of Directors for the Planning Commission. Ron's done that in the past.
I'll do that again if everybody's wanting me to.
Motion to approve.
Yep. Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That one is a resolution.
Resolution?
They like it by resolution. so-
All righty, well then I'll call for a roll call.
I didn't hear the motion in second for that.
I
one.
motioned
Okay, sorry.
The quickest ever.
All right. Lees,
Aye.
Newberry,
Aye.
Diaz,
Aye.
Filbert,
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Motion carries. On it again. Let's see.
That's it.
All right, with that, then we'll move on to our last item, which is consider resolution appointing a city representative for
That's,
this.
that's the one you just did.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
resolution.
sorry. Okay.
I had to
Well, in that
separate, I
case-
had to separate that out because it needed the resolution.
Okay.
I'll motion you again.
It won't do you any good. With that, then, I believe our business is completed for this session.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. We are adjourned.
Man, you guys.